Hi, my name is Christine Tetro. I'm from Boca Raton, Florida. I'm an insurance agent in Coral Springs, and my neighbor highly recommended Anthony Smith, ARS Air Conditioning, to me when I needed air conditioning service for my house as well as for my parents' house. For my mom's house, we needed to order a new unit. Anthony came out. He was prompt. His equipment was great quality, and he was very knowledgeable in what he was selling to me because I had no idea what I was purchasing because it was the first time on a specific unit that they needed for their condominium. So Anthony was very friendly, just came out, did what he had to do. He answered all of my questions. He was very efficient, and he made no mess at all. With regards to my house, last summer my unit went kaput, and we need a substitute unit. He was nice enough to bring a temporary unit so my family and my 3 kids, my husband and my 3 kids, would not suffer for 4 nights until the replacement came. And he was just very friendly, efficient. He came out, it was 10 o'clock at night, and he definitely went above and beyond any service person I ever used in the past. So I highly recommend Anthony. He's great person, great businessman, and I'm glad we have a great relationship.
Hi, my name is Frank Toth. I'm a small business owner in Boca Raton, Florida. And being a small business owner, I know that the best compliment you can receive is a referral. And I'd like to refer you to Anthony at ARS Air Conditioning. I've known Anthony for about 5 years. He was actually referred to me from a mutual client. I've used Anthony and his services in 2 of my homes and 2 of my rental properties. I can't tell you how much my electric bill has dropped over the last year of installing his products. I've probably saved myself on average about $100 a month. Unlike large companies, when you call ARS, Anthony picks up the phone. He's personable and he's a man of integrity. When he comes to your house, he doesn't look to sell something and then never return your call or show up again. He'll analyze what you need, recommend what's appropriate, and then it's up to you to decide if that's the way you want to go. It's not a pressure thing with Anthony. Like I said, he's very personable, and that's why I've used him for the last 5 years. I recommend him to all my friends and family, and I'm recommending him to you.
Hi, my name is Matt Welch, and I'd like to tell you about my experience with ARS Air Conditioning and Anthony Smith. My air conditioning broke down in August, and it was super hot, and I didn't know what to do. And I asked one of my friends, and he gave me the number of a guy, and I called him up, and expecting this guy was a air conditioning contractor. He came here, took a look, and said my unit was shot and I needed a new one. I trusted him. He came and he put in a new unit about 3 or 4 days after that, and it ended up the unit was way too small. He didn't seal the air handler, my garage, so the cool air was going into the garage, not into my house. I called him back up, and he gave me excuses, and then he just stopped returning my calls. And because he was a friend of a friend, I had already paid him in full, and he disappeared. So I didn't really know what to do at that point. And I went out to lunch, and I sat next to Anthony Smith. He introduced himself to me because he's just a super nice guy, and he said that, we started to talk, and he said that he did air conditioning repair installations. So I told him the problem, and he said, well, why don't I come over to your house and take a look? And I figured this guy is just another contractor down here. He's going to be another clown. Anyway, he came over, he took a look at it, and he said, man, this unit's way too small. Air handler's not even sealed. And he told me exactly what I had to do, and he said if I wanted, he could fix the job. So I hired him, because I didn't know what to do. He showed up on time, replaced the unit with the correct size, fixed everything, sealed everything. It's amazing, the work that this guy does. My house gets super cool, super fast now, and my electricity bills went down by $75, $100 a month during the peak times, summertime. And it's amazing the work he did. And one other thing I would like to say, Anthony's just, he's a great guy and he wants to help. I was having an electrical problem in my house also, and it was Christmas Day, and I'd given him a call and we spoke, and I said, I'm having these problems. PSE&G came out, FPL came out, and they didn't know what the problem was. They said it wasn't them. So he said, well, let me come out. And he actually came out Christmas night. He took a look. He figured out the problem, which the next day I called FPL and told them what the problem was. They sent out a guy, and he was absolutely correct, and the problem got fixed. He didn't charge me a dime for coming out here Christmas night. It's amazing. Anthony is just a throwback to the old days when people who owned a business did it because they cared and they wanted to help, and that's what Anthony is. And I would highly recommend, if you need an air conditioning repair, or if you need a new unit, or if you're not even sure, give him a call. He'll give you a fair assessment, a fair deal, best price in town. He'll show up on time. He'll do the work correctly. You can call him directly. He answers the phone, and you can really trust Anthony Smith.
I've been a customer of Anthony at ARS Air Conditioning for 6 years now. I'm not an actor. This is an honest thing. He's came over on many nights when it was hot. I've had the air condition break. Nobody else would have came. He's came right away. He's priced me for many things where I've checked and compared to other companies, and he's always been fair and beat every other price. He's a great guy. He's never let me down. There's not much else to say.